Bitter Baby Mama Part 2 story time. Now, if you're new here, Bitter Baby Mama Part 1, y'all know I went to my friend Kickback and his baby mama and his cousin decided that they just didn't like me because I walked into a kickback with too much confidence. And they didn't like the fact that their uncles and their cousins was giving me too much attention and they wasn't getting it. Weird. Well, this new baby mama who don't like me, I didn't even talk and she don't like me. So I got a real close childhood friend. Me and him grew up together. I mean, me and him are less than a month apart. Our parents was best friends, literally like this since day one of our lives. All the milestones, he been there for mine, I've been there for his, and vice versa. He becomes a dad. Time rolls around for the baby to have her first birthday party. Okay, cool. I get the invite. Sus, birthday party, pull up. Now, the day of her birthday party, I was double booked because my niece is graduating high school. Her graduation and this birthday party start at the same time. So I make the executive decision that I'm gonna go to the graduation first because that's a timed event, and then I'm just leave the graduation, whatever they're doing afterwards, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Okay, oh well, then I'm gonna slide to the birthday party, and I shouldn't miss too much of it. Mind you, the distance from where the graduation is to the birthday party, it's about 45 minutes on a Saturday with traffic in Chicago. Childhood friend, we're gonna call him DT. He has a best DT best friend name is MT, and he's also coming to this birthday party. I know him as well, also grew up around us, so he's no stranger. I call him to see if he going to the birthday party too. He like, yeah, I'm like a few minutes away, but I should be able to be there in a little bit. I tell you what's going on when I get there. He called me back. He's like, nah, you good. They just starting to get their food, they plates and stuff. Like, they ain't open no gifts, they ain't saying happy birthday, cut no cake, nothing. You good. So now, because I knew I was going to this birthday party and I was going to a graduation, I was like, no, I need to wear something that's gonna be versatile because I do believe in being properly dressed for any occasion that I'm going to. I like to be cute all the time. Any excuse to get dressed, you got my attention. This is what I had on, okay? Very cute, very, you know what I'm saying, very demure, very classy, very interchangeable with a different pair of shoes for a birthday party, okay? Mind you, it's also June.
I think so too. She got that hair in her head. Okay, I see you. Alright, nice dress.
Which means I'm finna be the fuck hot if it get any warmer outside, but it was also finna rain, so I'm like, no, it might be a little chilly. I need to dress for something that's gonna be, you know, a healthy in between. Now we're gonna stick a pin in that because it's gonna matter later, but just keep in mind what I had on, okay? I get there, I get a good parking spot, I get out the car, I call MT and I say, hey, where you at? You here? He like, yeah, you parked? I'll come outside and get you. I was like, yeah, bet, okay. MT comes outside, he sees my car, he come get me. I go inside with him. Now we go around to the front of the house. I see the baby mama. Now mind you, DT done already told me about, you know, the type of bullshit that his baby mama be on, but you know what I'm saying? I never met her. She might be cool with me. I don't know what y'all got going on, but you know, I didn't have a baby with her, so whatever beef y'all got, that's y'all beef. If y'all was gonna be beefing at that wedding, y'all should stay beefing at that wedding. That's not my business. So when me and MT walking in, I see her, she speak. I'm like, oh hey, how are you? Blah, 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 whatever. I see DT, I see his mom. He walk up to me like, sus, he give me a hug. I see his mom, she gives me a hug like, hey Keela, I'm so glad you could make it. You know, some of his other family members that's there that I know, they're like, hey Keela, what's up girl? So glad you're here. Now mind you, the baby mama also had said to me when I first came in, she spoke, she was like, hey, how you doing? If you need anything, let me know. I was like, okay, cool, thank you. And that was it, right? Okay. Now, of course, when I come in, I'm peeping scene because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out who all these people is up in here. Like, I ain't never seen half of these people in my life other than the people who I know from DT's family. MT get to telling me about the food they got because he already know. Back big, that's my buddy. Me and MT like this. I say, okay, what's on the menu? He like, all right, look, outside, they got this, they got that. It's peace outside too, but on the inside, they got this, they got that, they got blah, blah, blah. They got this, and we on the back patio. So get you some food and then come sit on the back patio with us. I say, okay, cool. Now outside, it was a flat top grill and they make it all different type of tacos. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is my vibe for sure. I'm walking back outside and I go to where the flat top grill is, where they making them, they taking orders. Okay, cool. What would you like? Blah, blah, whatever. I overhear somebody at a table say, what do she got on? Did she not know she was coming to a kid's birthday party? And me being the petty pretty bitch that I am, I just act like I didn't even hear that, and I just kept on ordering my food, mind you, because at this point I have not changed my shoes. I didn't put a t-shirt on, none of that. I still got my heels on, very much so the exact way that I left this graduation, and I also got my bougie ass pearl purse because I'm classy. Once they get done making my order, I take my plate and I sashay right past them, and I looked at them and I just laughed and I kept going in the house because bitch, stay mad. Yeah, go ahead, stay mad. That's why you ugly now and your blood pressure higher than a motherfucker. So I go back to the back patio. I got my food. MT pulled me up a chair to where him and some other people are just sitting casually having a conversation, and I'm banging my food. He asked me did I want something to drink. I'm like, I'll take a bottle of water or something. Like, I don't want nothing to drink yet. Just no. Now, mind you, the majority of the time I'm there, I'm up under MT. Like, you would have thought me and MT was together because I wasn't talking. The whole time they was back there having casual conversation, I'm eating my food, I'm minding my business, and I'm up under MT. So then an announcement get made, right? The baby mama come outside and she get to talk. Now, at any given moment, I'm prepared for her to just start tweaking for no reason because of all the stories that DT done told me. So when she like, I need to make an announcement. Excuse me, can I have everybody attend? Hey, y'all, it's finna rain. We want to sing happy birthday real quick. So if y'all could meet us in the front of the house, we gonna set up everything so we can sing happy birthday. But we kind of need y'all to make it quick. We don't know when the rain gonna start. So we trying to hurry up and sing happy birthday. Please and thank you. I'm like, okay, cool. So everybody get up. They make their way to the front of the house. And so everybody's gathered around. Everybody's singing happy birthday. I'm thinking everything finna be cool, right? But when we get to singing happy birthday, that's when I noticed that the baby mama actually kind of weird. That she got like a control complex. And that like it's something stirring in between her and DT that's like very awkward, very weird, energy off as fuck. Singing happy birthday, right? The baby's sitting in the high chair. Both of her parents are literally on both sides of her. I noticed like in the middle of the happy birthday song, she takes the baby out of the fucking high chair and is like tossing her around. Like, you know how you toss the baby up, catch, toss the baby up, catch. Like, she's doing all this extra shit. Okay, cool. I just thought it was very weird. She also didn't let DT hold her afterwards at all. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like, I peeped it, I noticed it. Me and MT look at each other like, all right. And we kind of just move on from it. But I did notice it and I did put a fucking pin in it because I'm like, there it goes. It's spilling the fuck out. All right. I want to say they passed out maybe 10 cupcakes and it's finna start raining. It get the drip. So of course not everybody running back in the house. It's a lot of people. And so I'm the type of person where I'm like, no, it's still stuff that got to be picked up. Me, MT, and DT, we start picking up all the stuff that's outside that needs to come inside. Whatever's outside that can get rained on, we don't care. Some of the other like aunties and uncles and you know whatever, the men that's there, they start picking up the chairs and taking them inside the garage, moving the tables. Like, you know, it's like a mad dash to clean up so that everything that's outside that can't get rained on don't get rained. But once I realized all the little stuff was picked up, MT tell me like, yeah, go ahead in the house. I don't want you wet. I said, okay. Now, as soon as I go in the house, I take my shoes off because I'm like, I'm not finna track water all through the house. But there's also some stairs that's right behind the front door and nobody's going up and down these stairs. Mind you, the stairs is wood. They not carpet. And everybody and their mama is like crowded up in the kitchen, crowded up in the living room, like literally standing room. Only the few seats that was in there, people was already sitting down. They like bunched up on top of each other. So I'm like, I'm just finna sit on the stairs where ain't nobody at. I'm behind this door. Can't nobody really see me. I can have my space. Okay, cool. Because I can't go back outside on the back patio. I'm sitting there the whole time. Nobody notices me, right? The baby mama come in the house and she's like, could you not sit on the stairs? Like, we need to go up and down the stairs. Mind you, this whole time, nobody's been going up and down the stairs and nobody even knew that I was right there by the fucking stair. But it's a lot going on. I don't go back and forth with her. I just get up and I move because I'm like, whatever. I already know she'll crash out, but she don't know I'm gonna crash out too. I ain't saying nothing all day. I'm gonna play it cool because I've been having a good day so far. I get up and I move and MT comes in the house and for like 2 seconds, right? And then he turns around and goes right back out. So I'm like, let me see what's people, I'm trying to peep scene. What's what? So then the rain starts slowing down. People start spreading out. You know, all the chairs that they brought in, they was wiping them off. So now people sitting down in the living room, they sitting down in the kitchen and they sitting down in this little open area like where the dining room table and stuff is. Okay. I'm sitting down in there and then some people just started leaving because you know how older people be like when it start raining, when it get to doing too much outside, get to doing too much in the place, they like, you know what? It's time to go. Mind you, this whole birthday party, I haven't took no pictures with the baby because everybody and their mama is just all in the baby face. Their first birthday, like it is highly common for 1-year-olds to be overstimulated. So when some of the people clear out, I go and I sit in the kitchen. This other lady had came up to me and she was like, you know, I never seen you before. You are so pretty. Like, what's your name? She had to asking me about myself. I tell her like, oh, I'm DT's like sister. We grew up together. Our moms were best friends. Whole life been there. She's like, oh, you're so pretty. Do you have a cousin named such and such? You really remind me of somebody that I know. Like, you guys almost look identical. Blah, blah, whatever. You're so pretty. Da, 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 da. And there are other family members who overhear this conversation. They just minding their business, but they hear the conversation and they move on. Okay. When a seat becomes available, I do go sit in it. But I'm not sitting in this seat for too long because it's just too much going on. Like, all these people, these are not DT's family members. Like, all DT family members, I know them. They very chill, laid back. You know what I'm saying? They cool. These women are literally sitting right next to each other and they're hollering, screaming over me. Can't take it. I get up, one of the other older ladies who's sitting at a table that's like not too far, but kind of far from where I'm sitting at, she like, they just doing too much, ain't they? They too loud. And I just looked at her and I was like, and at that point, I just go to the front door. I look outside and I see MT is standing outside under an umbrella with like a couple of other people that we all know from growing up together. Cool. So I go outside. I go under this umbrella and I look at him and he was like, you need a hug, don't you? Yes, I fucking do. He like, it's too much going on in there, ain't it? I said, it's way too much going on in there. I can't handle it. He was like, now you see. I said, so up until this point, I've only talked to the baby mama 2 times. Neither time did we have any type of bad run-in or whatever the case may be. The only other person I talked to besides the baby mom was the baby grandma. And that was it. Okay, cool. Keep up with the tally bar. So at this point, I'm outside up under who? Again, MT. That's it. MT get to helping people get into their cars because it's elderly people here. So he helping people get into their cars, you know, walking women to their cars, stuff like that. DT is doing the same thing. Okay, cool. So when all that's over with, me, MT, and DT, we all go back in the house. Now, when we get back in the house, I decided that I kind of want to get up out of these clothes that I'm in because it done rained and cooled off a little bit. I could put my Crocs on, slip on a t-shirt, and take this long-ass jacket off because now I'm starting to get a little... I tell MT, like, I'm finna go to my car. I'll be right back. He like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm just finna change clothes. He like, I'm gonna come with you. I'm like, okay, bet. We get to my car. He like, okay, look, you gotta be real quiet today. What you got going on? I'm like, and I'm finna stay quiet because I just want to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I need to peep scene. I throw my shoes on. I throw me a t-shirt on, and we good to go. Okay, now this is where it started getting interesting real quick. MT, DT, some of the godparents, the uncles, they all reset up the back patio so that they could all sit out there. Now, it's like one of them tables, they got the umbrellas over it that you could kind of crank. And so they like, well, if it start raining again, we just gonna put this up and we'll still be straight and dry up under this or whatever. But we finna sit out here. They get to smoking cigars, they get to drinking all this other type of stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's not really a space for me. It's all men out there, and I'm very much so gonna read the room. If there is a room full of a whole bunch of men or a space with a whole bunch of men in it, I'm not gonna be up in there because that's not for me. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go find where the women are. I'm gonna be with the women are. Okay, thanks. So I'm back inside with all these loud women who obviously they've been drinking too. And I haven't been drinking. I also don't drink hard liquor. I only drink wine or champagne, and that's my vibe. Now, the older lady from earlier that was like, you just seem so awkward. Like, you know, it's too much going on in here for you. You know, I just went and sat by her and I just was quiet and I was sitting there just observing the room. Still didn't say nothing. A few more people that are there, some older ladies, they compliment me on my purse. They're like, oh, you so pretty. I like your outfit. Whatever. But now that I done changed my clothes, motherfuckers could see that I was really being modest with the shape. You know what I'm saying? Because it was definitely giving Coke bottle figure 8, talk to me night. Now, I also paid attention to the way that people was looking at me ever since I changed my clothes because they like, oh, that's what was up under that long ass overcoat. Hey, how you doing? Who you? You DT family? Oh, okay. Oh, nice to meet you. Again, I'm not paying it no mind. I'm just waiting for people to ask about a deck of cards so I can conveniently pull it up out my purse to make this a little less awkward. Okay, whatever. MT come inside and he like, you don't want to sit out here with us? And I'm like, it's all men out there. No, I don't want to sit out there. He like, no, it's a woman out here. She's smoking a cigar with us. And I'm like, it's not gonna be too much. He's like, no, just come sit with me. Come on. So I say, okay, cool. Now I go outside. MT gets up. He goes and gets me a chair, puts it next to him. Now one of the uncles that's out there, he like, do you want something to drink? Like, you know, we all got to drink. Do you smoke cigars? I was like, no, I don't smoke. He was like, do you want something to drink? I'm like, no, I don't drink. He like, dang, you just a goody two shoes. And I'm like, it's not like that. I just don't drink hard liquor. He like, we got wine, we got champagne. You want some of that? And I was like, what kind of wine? I settled to decide to have some Stella Rose with them. And I go to my car because I always keep me a personalized mushroom wine glass in my car. MT like, I'm gonna go wash your glass out. Give it here. He was like, do you want ice? I'll pour you a glass of wine. Okay, cool. Like, again, these men are being very hospitable to me. Now, when I'm with MT and DT, they're always very hospitable to me. They don't never let me leave hungry. They also don't never let me touch a door or carry anything that's heavy. So, that's the ball. Now, the other lady that's outside, she real chill. She smoking her cigar. She having casual conversation with them. I'm up under MT and we just kick. Then the baby mama comes outside. And at first, she's sitting around just peeping scene, kind of. But then somebody said something slick to her and she makes this comment like, Well, the party was over with at 4 o'clock, and your Uber will be here in 10 minutes so you can leave. Now, I heard that, but I just sipped my wine and act like I ain't hear shit. DT is having a conversation with one of the uncles, and MT is also smoking his cigar, and he turns to you know what I'm saying, whisper chat to me to also pay her no fucking mind. Everybody literally ignored her except for the one person who she was talking to. Once she realized that she was being ignored, she gets up and she walks out and she goes back into the house. I look at MT and I'm like, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? I think something really is wrong with her. I don't know what she got going on, but her energy is funky. Now, DT is having a conversation with the uncle. The uncle get up to go refresh his drink, and I said, is she okay? What's wrong with her? He was like, I didn't even notice. Did something happen? How you sitting right here? You ain't even hear all that. You ain't notice all that. He said, I was in my own world. I literally be tuning her out all the time, so I never even... What happened? Can you give me like a spark notice? And so now I'm shocked. I'm like, okay, bet. The party started wrapping up because at this point, you done blew us. Motherfuckers was chilling for like maybe another 30, 45 minutes, but then people was like, nah, let's skate up out of here, blah, blah, blah. So now MT, DT, the uncles, the godparents, they start straightening up. They wrapping up trash. They taking out trash. They starting to put food in containers, whatever's left over, getting rid of unnecessary boxes, packing up, wiping down, all type of stuff to leave this house cleaner than what it was when we came up in here, because it's a birthday party. We don't want the house owners to have to do all of that after people leave. Okay, they wrapping up. I know DT has like equipment and stuff because he's also a photographer, so he's very big on like capturing the moment and all this stuff like that. I'm starting to like put up his equipment because I know how he operates. I know how he likes stuff, so I'm helping him out while he helping them. MT is also floating around, you know, he helping people take stuff to their cars. He walking other women to their cars, whatever the case may be. Now, I also tell DT, I'm like, before we leave, I want to get a picture with the baby. I didn't want to take a picture with her with everybody and mama was here, but now that it's not that many people, you know, she done calmed down some. I want to get a picture with her before we leave. He's like, okay, cool, no worries. We definitely get you a picture. Also in conversation, me, MT, and DT decide that we gonna kick it when we leave this birthday party. So I'm like, I drove here. Did you drive? He's like, no, I didn't drive. I rode with somebody else. I'm like, okay, cool. Here, I'm gonna just give you my keys. You drive my car and I'm gonna ride with MT and we'll just meet you at your house. He's like, okay, bet. Now, while DT is packing up the last little bit of his stuff or whatever, I sit my purse down. The baby mama is holding the baby, and it's some music playing off of the TV in the living room or whatever, and she's like bouncing her around like as if you would if a baby was fussy, but she's not. MT is also standing in his living room, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4 people and a baby in his living room. I already peeped scene, and I'm like, so she's like laughing and cooing or whatever, and I'm like, Buddha girl, you ready to take a picture? Like trying to be nice, but bitch, I already see what type of time you finna be on, and I'm finna be on your... And the baby mom rolls her eyes. DT peeps it, MT peeps it too, and I'm just acting like I ain't see a damn thing because now I'm finna be delusional. DT gets to packing up, like hand her to me, and she like, no. She's trying to prove a point. Like she got some type of other ulterior motive that she trying to get up on, because obviously, bitch, I ain't did nothing to you. I ain't talked to you all fucking day, and here you are being funny towards me. Like, what's the real tea? When she tells him no, he's like, I'm not doing all this back and forth with you. I'm getting ready to leave. Hand me my child. We're gonna call it a day, and we leave. And more importantly, like, niggas that had a good day, and now you're trying to make it weird. You're trying to ruin this nigga's day. You're not trying to ruin anybody else's day. You're trying to ruin this nigga's day. So I'm like, I'm fucking, I'm just gonna break the ice. I'm gonna take some pictures, girl. I hope you got your biggest smile ready. Because I'm really trying to be nice, because how if you cut up on my brother in front of me, I'm finna tag your ass, and that's what the fuck is finna be. She don't know me, but she's fin to find the fuck out. So then the baby mom's like, she not taking no pictures. Her and my brother get to going back and forth, and I just walk off because I'm like, I'm not doing all that. It's not that serious. Cause in the back of my mind, I'm just like, girl, whether I take a picture with her today, tomorrow, next week, in a month, I'm still gonna get my pictures with her. I'm still gonna get my time. I'm not finna sweat the shit today. Like, it's really not that big a deal. Now, as I'm walking away, I tell MT like, yeah, let's go, because I'm finna go there. As my back is turned and I'm already leaving, she says, what did you say? I said, I'm not doing all that and it's not that serious. Let's leave because I'm finna go there. She's like, and you can leave. I'm sick of this. This the second one today. Okay, so hold the fuck up real quick, because bitch, I don't give a fuck what else you done dealt with today, but I heard her say that and I'm like, let me put a pin in that, because when we get to my brother's house, I'm definitely finna ask him what the fuck she talking about. And see, that was the part where she had me fucked up at, because bitch, you don't know the first thing about me. And then to try to talk slick like, what did you say? Bitch, I've been quiet all day, but just because I was quiet by choice does not mean that I'm finna let you just, nah, bitch, whatever I don't know, they must have not told you that the quiet ones is usually the ones you have to watch out for. And bitch, even if you don't watch, you should probably sleep like a fish with one eye open when it comes to me, because bitch, I will get my lick. Fuck is you talking about? MT like, come on, let's just leave, because I already know you finna go. Just come on. Look, okay, we gonna get in the car. We got drinks in the car. Come on, let's just leave. Right? As I'm already walking out of the door, mind you, I think her mama was in the kitchen when all of this happened, and she kind of like came from around the corner when I turned around, and I was like, I said very clearly, because bitch, I don't give a fuck who's in this house. I don't care about none of that shit. You got me fucked up thinking that you finna talk to me any kind of way, and you're not. So now you don't know who I am. Yeah, I'm that pretty girl that's quiet, but now I'm finna be that pretty girl that's finna turn the fuck up on your ass. Me and MT leave. We get in the car. I make sure that DT got my keys and that he know where my car parked. As we walking out the door, she's saying some slick shit to him like, she the second one today. I'm tired of you bringing all these women around and da-da-da-da. Like, I don't even know who these hoes are. Hoes? Alright. Talking in the car, and I'm like, but she said... And I repeat what she said, and he like, yeah, I mean, she probably just think that you one of his little, you know what I'm saying, rotations or some shit like that. I said, even if I was one of his rotations, I was up under you the whole time. So for her to think that I'm his rotation up under his best friend, that's not weird. That's not weird. I mean, maybe she's a homie hopper and she thinks that shit like that is cool, but a bitch like me would never. Now, halfway to my brother's house, we have a change of plans because MT cousin is having a trunk party, like a going away party for they other cousin, and they like, nah, pull up, it's food, drinks, all that shit. We chilling, come on. So we go to the liquor store. And then we pull up over there. Me and MT, we done already talked it. We talked about other shit all the whole way there. But when we get to his cousin house, we finna lay that shit out. DT finally gets to MT cousin house, and the conversation gets unpacked. First of all, she thought that I was one of his hoes. He tells her, like, that's my sister. We've never even did no dumb shit like that. Like, she been up under MT the whole day. Like, if anything, that's probably something to be concerned about, but also that's not your business. Second of all, apparently he had invited one of his neighbors who lived downstairs from him, and you know, she's seen the baby before. She came to the birthday party, brought gifts, all type of shit, and when she got there, the baby mama was like, and who are you, and da-da-da-da, like questioning her, all type of shit. Told her that she didn't RSVP for the party, so she can't be there and that she needs to leave because she thought that her and my brother was messing around. Even if they was, it's not your business, and he's not fucking around with you anymore. DT is telling me all of this. I'm like, no, okay, pause, because I need you to clear some things up. Was you ever in a relationship with this girl? No. Okay, so she was never your girlfriend? No. How long have you been dealing with her? For some years. Are you sure that y'all was never in a relationship? I'm 100% positive, bro, and you know how I move. Like, if she was important, I would have brought her around. Why do you keep asking me all of this? When you first sent me the baby shower invitation, I didn't know who this girl was. I went and looked her up on Facebook, and I started scraping the internet to figure out who this girl was. Didn't find her Instagram, but Facebook told me everything I needed to. She has you plastered all over her page as if y'all were in a relationship. Y'all went to Jamaica, right? Yeah, how do you know that? She got pictures of y'all in all these different places, and she's like, yeah, da-da-da-da, with these little soggy ass captions, and I'm trying to figure out, did you consent to this? Because this is not typical DT behavior. Like, I remember when you and so-and-so was together, and you and so-and-so was together, and these are not the vibes. Did she make these vibes up? Because why are these vibes unbeknownst to you? I'm so confused. And see, I'm glad you said that, because first of all, I was unaware. Second of all, we aren't even friends on Facebook, so I don't know how you found her. I remember taking pictures. We've done a lot of things together, but the way that she acts is the reason why I ain't never brought her around. I know this. You don't have to tell me. I know how you operate. I also know that you're very transparent about people understanding their role, if they have one. What was the explanation to her? Did you tell her that she was just a rotation? Does she know this? Yeah, she do know it. And I also forgot to tell you that her uncles came up to me at the birthday party and was asking me, like, when do I plan on getting married to her? And I had to tell them never. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that her people came questioning you because y'all had a kid and y'all not married, but they didn't ask her why she was fucking on somebody who didn't want to marry her? And you entertained that conversation? Look, G, I was just trying to be respectful. I ain't want to do too much, but it's really not their business. So then why did we answer them in the first place? That's what I'm trying to understand. I don't get it. You know what? Don't even answer that. So basically, she thinks that y'all are in a relationship. You've never asked her to be your girlfriend, which is also the reason why you haven't brought her around. Her behavior today only further exemplifies why you would never marry her, deal with her, claim her, and you are just here to take care of your responsibility and call it a day. Am I correct in understanding that? You would be 100% correct. Yes, that is exactly it. And that's also probably the reason why she's mad and trying to micromanage everything that I do and try to have some type of control over what I can't do. Heard loud and clear. He also mentions that she's like jealous, and you know, all those people who were her family members that was complimenting me probably blew her too, because they don't give her half as much as attention as they was giving me. Number one. Number two, she don't get compliments from them like that. And I mean, they was complimenting me on everything from my hair to my fucking outfit to my purse to my Crocs. They was just calling me pretty in general. Like, so many people was curious about me. They was in my face, and I just was real chill, like laid back, and she didn't like that. Girl, that don't got nothing to fuck to do with me. Maybe if your energy was better, then people would fucking like your ass and want to be around you. But yo shit talking is left field as fuck. Like, no. She also didn't like the fact that I was sitting outside with like her uncles and all them, because usually I guess when they be smoking cigars or some shit, they don't never invite her out there. Bitch, I can see why, because look at how you act. And then I guess it just bothered her even more that everybody just had like positive shit to say about me. First of all, bitch, I came in there, I shut the fuck up and I sat the fuck down. Maybe you should try that. I don't know. Like, fuck, put on a pair of lashes and be quiet and see how that go for you. I don't know, put some lip gloss on or something. Now, remember I told y'all I was gonna get my lick. Here we go again, right? My brother hit me up. Hey, baby getting baptized. This the information. Slide. Say what? I look at the invitation the same day that I'm supposed to be going to a birthday brunch for my homegirl. Me and homegirl like this. She say, all I want to do is go to brunch. They got bottomless mimosas. I want everybody to get a bottomless, and I want us to be turned the fuck up. It's real cute in there. Wear something that's cute, appropriate for the occasion, and let's get turned the fuck up. And I want to eat good and take pictures, and that's it. And we're going to call it one, because I want everybody to leave inebriated. I said, oh baby, you ain't saying nothing but a word. I'm finna go to this baptism lit. And it was,
I think, real quick though, I do think that's probably what the baby mama problem was. Like, everybody just giving her attention, you know what I'm saying? She in there looking nice, you know what I'm saying? And the baby mama just, you know, jealous. You do got people like that. Me personally, and you got some people who not really too fond of the opposite sex friend shit. Me, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, fond of that. Like, you know what I'm saying, when a girl gets to telling me like, oh, my best friend, and it's a dude, I'm like, I don't know about this.
so after I do some math in my closet, we decide that we going with this skin tight black bodycon dress. Okay, it's a tube dress, so tight that these double D titties don't even need a bra. Baby, it's holding everything in, and I don't even have a gut with this dress on. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? We add us a pink open toe stiletto pump with it, and then for the sake of, you know, having a little bit of coof and common sense, we throw some pearls on, and we also add a kimono that covers the ass. It comes all the way down. It is shorter than the dress, but the dress is almost past my knees. So we are very good in that department. Very church appropriate. Pearl purse. We gotta come sunglasses, because I don't know how toe up I'm finna be, and I don't need nobody looking me directly in my eyes. And then to add insult to injury, you know what else we gonna do? We gonna put on us a ring, right? A set of rings, because if y'all new here, I be wearing rings on my ring finger, even though I'm not married. One, as a decoy, but two, as a reminder to myself that do not deal with no man who do not keep his promises to you the way that you keep your promises to yourself. Amen. Amen. Okay, boom, it's the day of the show. I already decided that I'm just gonna be quiet because after all of this shit from the previous days, I was like, no, she finna act the fool, but Lord, I'ma not act the fool. I need you to act the fool on my behalf, or, you know, give me a front row seat to the karma. I just need to see it. Like, I'm trying to be a better person, but you know what I'm saying? If I have to be the blessing that is pressed down, shaken together, and running over into somebody's lap, I'm cool with that, but I really don't want to do that today, so you know what I'm saying? Cut up on my behalf. Show up and show out. Amen. Touch and agree is for me. I wake up that morning, I get dressed, I go to brunch. And we get to brunch, and the brunch spot is busting downstairs. But she's like, no, I want to be upstairs. They like, ain't nobody upstairs for real. If y'all really want to be up there, y'all can go. Duh, we go up there. It's just us. Plenty of space for us to take our pictures. Ain't nobody gonna be bothered with us. And the DJ upstairs was lit too. I told the bartender as soon as we got there, I said, I'm gonna let you know right now, you need to just bust out 3 bottles because we finna be necking them. Baby, I get to like 7 mimosas in. I'm 8 mimosas in. My car's parked outside and we are downtown, okay? Which means that they definitely giving your ass a ticket if you don't pay your motherfucking me. At that point, I knew, like, I'm not even finna be able to drive. Mind you, I also stopped at the liquor store and I got a bottle of wine and I also got a bottle of champagne because it's baby baptism. We finna drink. I don't care if y'all not drinking, I'm finna drink. But yeah, after these mimosas, I'm still gonna be wanting to drink some more. So yeah. Once I realized I'm not gonna be able to drive and I have already changed my shoes out of my heels and put my Crocs on so that I could still make sure that I'm still that girl when I get to this baptism, because once I get there, I'm definitely not taking these heels off. So if my feet start hurting, they're gonna have to take a break right now so that later, you know what I'm saying, I can show up and show out how I need. I text MT a picture of a meme that's a guy holding up a cardboard sign that say, "Bae, come get me." And I also text him, was like, the mimosas got me help. He said, you lit already, bet. Where you at? I'm finna come get you. I sent him my address. He was like, okay, I'm 8 minutes away. Be downstairs. I said, okay. Now, by this time, we had already ate. We had already took pictures. We was dancing around. We was tagged. We was still drinking these mimosas because, baby, I still got to get my money's worth. I'm about 10 mimosas in, okay? And when I make a mimosa, baby, it got that much juice. MT texts me and say, I'm downstairs. I'm like, okay, I got to put my stuff in a bag. I'm coming. He meets me outside. He goes to my car because my car parked literally right across the street. He paid my meter. He like, do you need anything out your car? I'm like, it's a bottle of champagne in my car. It's a bottle of wine in there too. Get it out so put it in your car so that we can keep drinking later. He was like, say less. Where your wine glass at? I'm like, it's right there. Grab that too. And so we get in his car and we leave. I give my homegirl a hug, bye, tell her love you, happy birthday, all that stuff, pay our tab, and we MT like, you look like you feel good. I was like, I do feel good. He was like, and you smell good too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm, yeah. We pull up to the baptism. He found a parking spot literally right in the front of the church. I'm like, ain't this God? This is what I'm talking about. He like, we got about 5 minutes before we need to be walking through this door. I say, bet. I start changing my shoes because I put my heels back on and we get the neck in the rest of this bottle because I'm like, yeah, come on, let's turn up. We can drink and wine. It was a bottle of XXL. And so I tell him like, look, I'm not saying shit when we get up in here. I just want you to know that because I'm going to be focused on maintaining my composure and standing up straight. I put my sunglasses on and I was like, okay, cool. Now, also too, what I didn't tell y'all is that me and MT was matching on accident. He had on this blue and white suit with a tie and the tie was blue and pink striped. I had on a black dress with a kimono. The kimono is navy blue and it got like cherry blossoms on it and like
Okay, she looked nice. All right. Church attire.
It's a pink and red and cream and my shoes are pink. So now it looks like we matching and I got these rings on. So now we look like we a couple even though he don't have a ring. He got on sunglasses. I got on sunglasses or whatever. We walking up to the church and I see some of the baby mama family. They walking up. They like, hey y'all, good morning. We like, hey, blah, blah, whatever. He helps me up the stairs. Okay. So we get inside the church where it's at. And because this is a Catholic church, you know, they little baptism pools be like by themselves off to the side, something like that. It's not like front and center in all of them, but the majority of the Catholic churches that I've seen, they have like baptism pools off to the side. Okay. Now, mind you, the majority of the family is already up in there. Me and MT, we walking up and I'm holding his hand because I'm like, I need you to make sure that I just don't fall. He's like, yeah, I get it. We get to the stairs to walk up to where everybody else is. He puts his hand out. I take his hand and I just sashay and prance my little ass right up these stairs. They see us coming up the stairs and I see the baby mom. She look and she roll her eyes and she already mad. Now she can't see my eyes because I got sunglasses on. Ha ha, bitch, joke's on you. Now, when we get there, they got this little standing arrangement. And because MT is the baby's godfather, DT tells him, like, hey, bro, stand right here. Now, because I'm just following suit, because wherever he go, I'm going. For stability purposes, I walk up right there with him. The baby mom's like, she's not a godparent. The priest leans over and he looks at me and he looks at MT, and then he sees that I got a ring on my hand. And he said, what God has brought together, who are we to separate? You're fine. Bitch, cause stop fucking playing with me. So then that pissed her off, because now you not in control no more. You don't gotta say so no more. What you gonna do, argue with the priest? I don't think so. Now, I'm not gonna hold you with that as the base. I was like, oh, this is finna get even better. I just know it is. And the entire time I'm trying to maintain my composure, because I am very inebriated. I'm also having a hard time standing up, and I am still holding MT's hand. Now, I ain't never been to no Catholic baptism
I just thought about it. Not she got drunk and went to church. Holy.
before. Never been to a Catholic church service either, but this my first time, right? Okay. However, what I do know is that in any religious space, amen always works. So when the priest like, what God has brought together, who are we to separate? Me and MT just both nodded our heads like, amen. DT also follows up with an amen. Now, the baby mom's balled her lips up so fucking tight, you could tell her blood boiling. And her family members that's there, some of them are laughing because they're trying to keep their composure, but they also say amen. And I think it was at this point that they realized that, like, DT is not the problem and that she is. So the baptism is continuing. He reads the scriptures or whatever the case may be. Then we get to this one part where it's like a call and response, but it's kind of like with a song. Now, when it come to me, MT, and DT, and almost everybody who's there for DT, we all can sing because we grew up in church together. MT also sings professionally, so if something needs to be carried, he can do it. So the priest was like, you know, I'm gonna say a few things and then I'm gonna gesture like this for you all to respond with, Lord, hear our prayer. So I'm like, cool, okay, bet, that's easy. All I gotta do is harmonize with MT, and DT, he gonna fall in where necessary. The priest come in, he hold his hand out, we, Lord, hear our prayer. Now that first one, child, that shit was flatter than, I don't know, 4 tires from a mad bitch, because, child, her family can't sing at all. They have zero musical inclination, any type of fucking anything. That shit sounded terrible. And when they heard us, they just shut up and let us keep singing. Fast forward some more, the baptism continue, you know, they asking little stuff, and then we get to this one part where the priest is like, okay, and for the godparents, we just want to go person by person, and we want each of you to say things that you want over this baby's life, blah, 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 whatever. So he turns to me first because I'm closest to him, and he's like, what is your wish for this child? And I was like, I'm not a godparent, but I will let her godparent take care of that. And I stepped to the side real quick. The baby mom's like, and it's like the priest could just feel that she did that, could just like smell her funky ass energy. And he was like, no worries. You can rejoin us after this part of the ceremony. Cause bitch, God don't like fucking ugly. Heavy on the Lord, hear our prayer. Cause I definitely said one before I came in this hole, and I was like, I don't want to have to cut up God. Let somebody else do it. And won't he fucking do it? So all the godparents, you know, they go around love and peace, prosperity and creativity, joy and pleasure and travel and wealth and all these other great things. Okay, when that's done, he's like, and would you please rejoin us? And I step closer to MT and I grab his hand again. We get another eye roll, and the priest comes in and says, and may we all bow our heads for a word of prayer. And he says a prayer that kind of encompasses all the things that all these people have said, blah, 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 whatever. And then we get to the part with the water. Okay, cool. We light some candles and everything like that. But this whole time, she's holding the baby. Baby is kind of very, you know, finicky. She don't understand that she needs to kind of be still. She's only 1. So, you know, there's really not much for us. Like, yeah, you just kind of got to go with it. She's kind of becoming antsy, but she's not like fussy or whatever. Okay. The priest notices this. He starts to wrap it up some. And then, you know, he say a closing prayer. He asks everybody to hold hands and everything like that. We pray out. Okay, cool. He asks like, oh, can we get some pictures? Whatever. Okay. And this really where I feel like her family started to notice that she was absolutely the problem. Like, if they had a hint of it before, this is probably what solidified it. They're taking pictures. Everybody's taking pictures with the baby, passing the baby around, all this stuff like this. Okay, cool. Everybody's getting their pictures. On her side of the family, she don't let DT, none of us that's there from his side of the family, hold her or no shit like that. And she acting like she gotta be in every single picture with her baby with her dad's side of the family. One of the uncles that was there, the one who we was talking to on the back patio, he sees it, he looks at me, I look at him, and he just kind of like put his head down and was like, we also find out that she planned some type of dinner or like some occasion to eat, let me put it like that, for after this baptism, but she didn't tell him about it. She didn't tell DT about it. She didn't tell none of DT family about it. She didn't invite them or nothing like that. They was just like, oh, we all going to so-and-so for dinner to go eat. And they family members that's on her mama's side is asking like, y'all coming to eat? And we like, we don't know what y'all talking about. Not that we wanted to go eat with them anyway, because I mean, the family was cool, but the baby mama and all her drama is not. Pass immediately. DT didn't get no pictures with her the whole baptism. Didn't nobody on his side got pictures with her like by themselves. Like, and the baby mama energy just so funky. Like, don't nobody want to be in a picture with you. So we peep scene, we don't stress it. Now, we getting ready to leave. You know, the family members, they like socializing, whatever. Some people recognize me from the birthday party like, oh, how you doing, girl? You look so good today. You look so cute. You are so pretty. All over again. Baby mama's still mad, smacking her teeth, rolling her eyes. And it's just like, girl, you're soggy. So, yeah. I guess when you just be pretty and quiet and mind your business, that God will take care of all the uglies for you.
Alright, y'all. So, yeah, like I said, man, baby mama was just a little bitter, man. She probably is jealous of this girl. You know what I'm saying? That's all I think it is. You know, you do got some people like that. And, you know, vice versa, too. If this was, a male going to his friend's girl's daughter's party type shit. I ain't really with that friends and opposite sex shit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So that's just how I feel about it. I don't really have a lot of female friends. I do got one that's kind of like, you know, yeah, I got one female friend. I'm trying to think if I got another one. Other than that, like most of my female friends I done had sex with. So appreciate y'all for tuning in and rock with me, man. It's your boy Ray. Big play. Peace.